Yeah. One of the best champions. And also, again, one of the best champions that you can use to counter the Hextech Ultimatum combo that is being prepped up here by Nova Esports. We saw it earlier today. One very good pool will be able to negate, the lockdown potential. But we also saw this coming from Z. One way to answer a Vladimir pickup is by drafting the Zoe and just being able to burst him from afar.
Yeah, you can't really survive and go into your blood pool if you get slapped here by the Zoe. And also they have such a good wombo combo here. So many crowd controls available for Keepers Gaming. Nova Esports investing as well. Of course, you have to pick up an ADC. One of the best ones you can actually use is the Kai'Sa. Finally, you do see it as well here.
Yeah. It's the first time that we have seen the Kai'Sa. Something that we kind of expected to be heavily prioritized by the teams. Does look like that Saya is the more favored one at least of recent times. But Nova is saying, hey, you know what? No, we still believe that Kai'Sa is still the queen of the late game, and Xayah is not needed in our composition. KBG, though, they should still be happy, but picking up the Zoe for their superstar mid laner, positive things, can happen and will happen.
It should happen as well here for Nova Esports in order to deny this dominance for Keepers Gaming. 2-0 has been the name of the game here so far in day number 1. It's about to be either concluded, or contested here by Nova Esports. It's up to them, especially with this kind of composition. I think they have a really good chance in doing so. They only need to be more careful now of the strategies of Keepers Gaming, especially with the Serenekton, especially with the Hecarim, and then the supposed counter towards the Vladimir, the Zoe.
It is going to be a very good testament if it will really be the very big potential counter to the Vlad. Because if so, then we will be closely monitoring it as we progress, right? In the next couple of days of WRL A2. This is the best part of being able to cast day number 1. We don't know what to expect. We can theorize, left and right, but
that's all we can do.
and that's all we can do. Hey, Daton going for a sneaky invade and just wants to steal the Raptors of Long. Interesting start.
Pots out award and says thank you for the additional gold and XP, and still gets the Raptors here away from Long. And that's the luxury that you actually have when you get something like a Hecarim. You have superior wave clear or jungle clearing. Though Long is going to be visiting on the red, just trying to steal out, and he is unspotted at all. So this is a cheeky move by Nova.
Yeah, and this is better for Nova overall, right? Like, they were able to get the bigger prize in the red buff. Stalling down. Oh, wait, hang on. Anra 9 might just die.
Yeah, he's being slowed down by the red, and that's gonna be first blood burning. 1 HP and still stayed alive. Here comes the taunt, though.
No
follow
flash.
Up against Long. No flash. Yeah, there's no flash. And here comes the taunt. Here comes the follow though by the rest of Nova Esports. Can they actually secure this first blood for the team? They do it. Neon picks up the kill. And it's perfect here for Nova Esports.
Nova recognized that they have priority in almost all lanes, and they will be the first to act. And they were there for their jungler. Long was able to steal away the red buff and also getting the first blood. Massive advantage in the early stages of this game. And definitely a very good sign if you're a fan of Nova.
Almost even a 2-0 start there. Let's check that replay one more time because it was so close.
Indeed it was, and I thought for a second that Tone should have this. Primarily, the call here by KBG is that, hey, you know what, this guy doesn't have flash, but we have to remember that most Hecarims also do not possess a flash. They run Ghost as their summoner spell, which means that if you overextend, that's it.
You're dead. Yeah, you put yourself in the most crucial spot and punishable spot, and that's what Nova Esports particularly did in that situation. Now they possess a kill. At least you're gifted towards Neon. It is gonna be helping just scaling out, and KBG just gonna be keeping watch for now.
slowing the game down is KBG and Nova, but definitely is at the advantage of Nova. Who got the first blood is the question. Was it Remake? Because that's the ideal way to start things off, right? By gifting your first blood gold over to Remake, the queen of the late game. Once he has 1-2 items, he will just be a menace poking wise, and we saw a glimpse right then and there. Void Seeker immediately getting casted here by Nova. It's definitely going to be a primary win condition for Nova.
Yeah, I mean, Remake tried to secure the kill actually, but the Void Seeker did not connect unfortunately for him, and it's Neon that secured that first blood. So that's at least still one scaling champion that secured that first blood, and it's still equally good here for Nova. Though I'm still looking forward to seeing like Remake pop off here, especially that it's the first time that we're going to be seeing a Kaisa here in this particular tournament. Yeah, and let's see how he's going to be performing with that.
Oh, surely, right? Like, we are hopeful for a game number 3, and it being this matchup between Nova and KBG, it's as if it's scripted, right? It's as if it's written in advance that whenever KBG and Nova faces against each other, we need the full experience, and we need, you know, all 3 games in a best of 3 scenario. But of course, if you're a KBG and if you're a fan of KBG, you don't want that to happen. We are nearing the 5-minute mark as we see a, you know, continuous skirmish here in the bot lane. No kill pressure whatsoever because, again, Xiaoma and Yu still is very formidable as a pair. Alistar can still combo you down, and again, the damage of the Zeri, although it's not as big at the early stages of the game, same can be said for Kaisa.
I don't think we're going to be seeing any engage by KBG in the bottom lane since they're giving full respect towards Long's Stand United. The most probable case that we will see a gank is possibly mid, especially after a good setup by Anran. Or unless he goes towards bottom lane, Sleepy Trouble Bubble into a burst. Even if you have a Stand United, that burst can still be just like that. 2 bars, 3 bars, immediately deleted.
The power of Zoe facing against the Vladimir here of Neon. And now the objective being started as well. They're leaving the mid lane to man the bot lane. Or sorry, the mid laners to man the bot lane. Meanwhile, KBG, they want to start things off here. Hextech Ultimatum going to be used against KG.
Yeah, that's a big utility. And also big damage being taken here by KG. Has to flash away and get the Honey Fruit. And now KBG, the rest actually still opens up this RH. They still know that they can still fight. That's a good flash. And also an isolation here towards Long, but will it be enough is the question. Yitsa is being chased away, the Ignite is sticking, but it actually is able to escape. Yamit is going with the taunt, has a good CC chain, but actually low HP members here by the side of Nova Esports. It's all okay. They have secured this RH for themselves already, but they need to be very careful not giving any kills anymore towards KBG.
Now KBG is setting their sights over towards the dragon, but they don't have enough health bars to continue the pursuit. KBG on the back foot once again, although they were gifted of a kill. Surely this should be a double objective because the Stand United will be used proactively. Nova first to the dragon, 2 objectives at 6 minutes.
Wow, this is a big change, Shottaloo. Nova Esports getting 2 objectives. This is a massive redemption that they're doing right now, especially after securing first blood. Yeah, they lost a couple of momentum in the mid part of that clash, but it doesn't even matter. Getting 2 for 2, it's just important here to, again, secure a tower and also enable your scaling.
The best part about that is that this is definitely a very much needed advantage, especially against the champion squad of KBG, right? Although one thing to consider is that KBG also thrives with their team fighting, and that they will have to heavily rely on their team fighting skills to thwart off and to slow down Nova Esports' advance.
They won't be able to save this tier 1 tower. Good job by Nova Esports. This is definitely helping them boost their momentum this time around, especially in this series, because a while ago it was, in game number 1, it was all KBG. But this time around, especially with this kind of composition, they're showing signs of resistance.
At least one way or another, the objective is being used to get priority, and being able to destroy that mid lane tower is massive for Nova Esports. It allows them access towards the jungle of KBG. And so far, I think that this Hecarim is not going... Oh wait, hang on.
Hextech Ultimatum, I think they
shadows.
still can be able to save Yitze. It's buying so much time, but that damage by the Ton. Yeah, he was too overextended.
I was about to say that the Hecarim isn't felt yet in this game.
Yeah.
And kind of counter jinxed it. All of a sudden, KBG going proactive twice in a row.
Well, he
Good
has
start.
to block for the auto attack,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And also the pushback, right? Like that really did allow him to negate any kill threat whatsoever coming from KBG. Taunt comes in from long.
That's big damage, especially with the help of the tower. He survives. Oh man, big oopsie coming in from Keepers Gaming. Right now, Exhaust is going to be used to cut down the damage here of Remake. Void Seeker almost connects there on Shama. Had it connected, it could have been a killer instinct move by Remake.
Can't do that against the Chen. He can easily taunt you out under the tower. And that will be an easy focus fire coming from the tower for sure, right? Like, now KBG on the bot lane though, it's starting to become a little bit more interesting. Bubble connects on towards Neon, but again, the pool being available can counter every initiation done here by KBG, and so they are still being mindful.
Anran keeps on trying to catch Neon and Yami off guard, but again, they're also being equally as cautious as KBG. Very unfortunate case though for KBG in the top lane. They underestimated Long back there, and it cost them quite a bit, and it could have been a different case if ever. New situation as well in terms of itemization. We see Black Cleaver first item for the Ton.
Yeah, this is the standard Hecarim build, right? Like that tanky or bruiser build that that oftentimes that we see in ranked games. And I also have to note down here, Kiyoung, that upon looking at the enchant of the Vladimir, instead of going for the stasis, he went for the Quicksilver enchant, which definitely is going to be massive, especially against, you know, Sleepy Trouble bubbles that you won't be expecting. That could set up a potential kill towards you. Again, when it comes to layering of CC, if you have a Zoe, one good sleep, plus a follow through of an Alistar, that could be it, right? But with the Quicksilver, that's a very good buy coming from the mid lane of Nova.
It's for defensive, just to buy some time to be able to use the Blood Pool. And I think the only caveat on that is that he won't be able to fully dive onto KBG and buy himself some time with his stasis. This time, that's a perfect catch onto the backside. Remake still able to escape though, especially with Hero's entrance. Yasuto getting caught. Good zone with the taunt here by Yami, and immediately just counters the full engage by KBG.
But that is still a huge amount of utilities burnt on the side of Nova Esports. UU again with the UU special, getting that all-in engage. And you look at KG, he knows.
Neon.
Oh wait, hang on. Neon still survives. With Honor and 9 being able to at least secure the choke points, they might just be able to get this dragon.
Yeah, Long is too far away. Can he actually go with the steal here? He gets spotted out, gets interrupted as well.
Nope.
And it's just going to be a dragon secured here by the Ton. Absolutely no way for Nova Esports.
KBG
getting chased away, goes with the blood pool. But look at the damage coming in from Andra 9. He tries to back away. Shama is here as well for the follow-up. Nova Esports almost got a single kill there after the spawns. Here comes the second. Onslaught of Shadows gonna be there to close the distance, and KBG gets 2 kills on top of that. Dragon, good push coming in. It's it, trying to fall back. Gets slowed as well on top of everything, and that might just be 3 kills secured here by Keepers Game. Yisse using the Honeyfear to try and survive. Will be able to survive after hookshotting away. Long though is gonna be the sacrificial assassin here on the side of Nova Esports, and KBG is just gonna be happy with these exchanges.
They will be very happy here, Jiyoung. Like you saw it from a mile away, just the amount of plays that they were able to do, all the positive plays that could happen for them did happen. First, they were able to secure the dragon, right? And then all of a sudden, once they turned for a very quick team fight, we have to remember that a lot of utilities was already invested by Nova Esports. Some of them will be used for disengage, and because KBG did know that the heavy investment of the utilities in the prior fight did already happen, they were so confident in chasing. Add to the fact that Unrun 9 is still a beast on the Zoe. He's just that X factor that you cannot count out anytime, any moment in a Wild Rift game.
Xiaom as well has been waiting for the perfect moment to strike, and he did so without hesitation. Right now, they're leading the charge. Yu might be caught out here, but it's gonna take more than just a lone shot to take him down. Look at the amount of damage he has been able to soak out. It is completely fine.
Yep. He also flashed at the perfect pixel possible. Oh, by the way, Yeats getting engaged. That Meteor Engine for vision and for canceling some recalls as well. KG being left by himself in the bot lane as well. This is the dream, and this is the KBG that we know. Yeah, sure, you get the goal lead at the first few stages of the game, but slowly and steadily KBG will win skirmishes after skirmishes, leading into objectives and potentially leading into goal lead as well.
Potentially even securing this game as well. This has been a slow development, but a steady development by KBG as well. This is just incredible from KBG Gaming, and well deserving as a performance of the champions of Season 1.
Championship form indeed, KG. 2v1, now a 2v2.
Good stasis as well. Good pushback by Long, at least with that on. But now he gets
shadows.
Too much attention. That ult by KG, and also the thought is just massive. And now they get 2 kills for the Zekrin. Oh man, that's a big oopsie here for Nova Esports. Now they can just run it through the Baron.
Yep, surely, like no jungler available for Nova. Although we have to remember that's a Shen still. Stand United can allow him to join at any time. You look at Unrun 9, his game sense is just immaculate right now. Scouting where Neon could possibly come from. Hold that thought.
They just know. They're trying to intercept. Yami is just going with the desperation plays. Neon as well following up, but it's not enough damage to actually burst them all. And Neon falls down. Hero's entrance saving nobody this time around. And KBG is just running them down. Yami trying to survive by some time. Killer Instinct gonna be used by Remake, but only to serve due diligence. Yitze as well gonna be chased away. And it's not gonna be enough to save this game anymore. KBG just slaughtering them all.
Yeah, finally at least Unrun 9 goes down there in the process. Now Long will have to survive the engage coming from KBG. But again, another massive win for Best Gaming, translating their their win into a tower here in the mid lane. And did we say that Nova Esports was winning the early game? Yeah, they did. But all of a sudden, with the help of this Hecarim of the Tone, back-to-back good plays on the top side of the map, leading into this clash win again, skirmish win again against Nova Esports. You look at the Tone, he's chasing, not allowing Remake to be able to dish out damage, and by the time that he knows that he's not going to be a threat, he turned.
And now we see a 4,000 gold lead by KBG, and they have full confidence that they can just secure this last dragon as well. Yu going in, trying to set up here for Long. Also the Shadows missing onto the crucial target though, as we see KG buying some time, attracting every single member here of Nova Esports. Might actually be obliterated here. He takes too much. Long though, as KBG is now gonna be able to follow up onto the members of Nova Esports. Neon going with the AoE damage, actually blows up one. But again, the trades are so much better for KBG, especially with the Dawn securing a triple kill.
Triple kill to clean things up. KBG setting their sights over to the Baron. They still have Xiaoma. The amount of damage that this Zeri can bring out at this stage of the game should be enough to secure this purple worm. And Nova is attacking it indirectly by pushing the wave here in the bot lane. Still though, that massive win once again for KBG. The only possible win condition is the Elder Dragon win condition, which requires a miraculous smite steal, potentially, coming from Long.
From a Shen.
From Shen, indeed. And we'll look into that replay once again. It started so bad for KBG. I saw that too. Like the onslaught of shadows not hitting its mark. But it doesn't matter. You look at Xiaoma. He's a very well protected. And that's the way to play the game. You protect your carry. The carry will do the rest.
And KG just bought so much time as well. He was stacking 4 members of Nova Esports and he survived for more than 10 seconds in a 4v1 fashion. And that just bought the best possible time here for KBG to follow up after he fell down and get that team fight win, get the Baron as well. And now they're just gonna be running it down mid, just going with a split push action. Everything is gonna be fine there for KBG. Very difficult to onslaught of shadow onto the backline. No hesitation at all. The Tondo might need to fall back. He took too much damage. Here comes Neon flashing in. Too ambitious, I would say. But at least they were able to shove them back.
He doesn't have the burst right now at the stages of the game. Like, surely you're one of the best zoning champion in the game. But when it comes to burst, he doesn't have that, especially as an engager, right? Like he wants extended team fights. He wants to be able to maximize his cooldowns, and that's the reason why ability haste is one of the best stats to have if you are a Vladimir. But KBG just knows. Look at Yuyu, another engage.
Yeah, Yuyu is just saying, "Alright, you need an opponent, you need a victim, here it goes."
And the Stand United. Elder Dragon being started here by KBG means that Long does not have the Stand United to even try to enter this from afar away. Long is going to get collapsed on.
Oh no! It's the best possible pickup by Yuyu! This guy is a legend setting it up here for KBG, and now Yami gonna be the next victim. They have the Elder Dragon. They can just run it out. They can just slaughter everybody. And Xiaoma is more than happy to do so, securing a triple kill. And yep, history will be kept as history. It's now Keepes Gaming winning against Nova Esports, day number 1 of this Wild Rift Esports.
A very convincing win for the reigning and defending champions. KBG dismantles Nova Esports.
In such a good fashion as well. Man, I mean, early game in this game number 2, yeah, we have to give it towards Nova Esports. They were getting a couple of lead, they were getting a couple of picks, and also getting double objective. That was